It's been a long day today. So I just wanted to hop on and talk to you guys and share a little bit of my day and ask the question that you guys see that might have brought you here, which is why do you want to grow your YouTube channel in 2025? What's the purpose? What's the big idea? And one thing I've noticed is there's been a lot of videos and channels that are popping up saying, hey, YouTube is helping small creators, YouTube is on easy mode, all of these different things. So I'm just curious, so as you guys hop in, let me know in the comments why you want to grow your channel. My goal for 2025, it's funny, even before 2025, and I'm sure this might have been going on before, but I want to personally connect with people and just share information, man. I'm not somebody who knows it all, but I do know a few things about a few things. So what I like to do is expand my knowledge, get more information that's beneficial that I could use in my life. Same way everybody wants to learn how to take advantage of YouTube and make some money, right? Some extra cash. But what's the reason, besides the cash, or is it just the cash, right? When we get this cash, what are we doing with the cash? These are the things I want to talk about because just, a year ago, 2 years ago, some of the same people that are saying YouTube is on easy mode were not necessarily that, and YouTube wasn't on easy mode. So now that everybody is saying it's on easy mode, what do we look to do with this opportunity to create more content and get it pushed out there? That's what I want to talk about. I had a long day at work today, and I was so frustrated. I couldn't wait to get off of work and talk to you guys, share some of this frustration. But then I was like, no, what's the point? And I said, well, the point would be to educate, give people information so that they know what not to do, And I'm like, nobody wants to hear that. So just come on here. Mr. Miller, what's happening, man? Good to have you. Matter of fact, I'm glad that you're here. Man, let me see something. I think I think you might be the person that I first saw put out a video talking about the content with YouTube and then making sure that everybody eats, everybody gets some money, man. So I was just asking, what's the purpose? What's everybody's goal, with growing their channel on YouTube? And what's everybody's goal on YouTube for growing their channel? And what are we doing with all this money that YouTube is paying out? What's the focus, man? I appreciate you guys when you guys come on here and keep me company during these lives. I truly do. But let's try to stay focused, man, on what we're talking about. I appreciate you. Jesus loves you too, man. But I would appreciate if everybody that's on here, did me a favor, just let me know what you guys are doing with this opportunity. There might be some ideas that you guys share that I want to take advantage of, and I'm just trying to learn and grow with you guys too. Maybe what I have to share might not be exactly what you're looking for, but I may be looking for what you guys are doing. I want to know why everybody's excited about growing on YouTube. What's everybody's message? What's everybody's long-term goal, with this opportunity? You're just starting out, huh? I think a lot of us are starting out. A lot of us are starting out. And for me, I think I started out on YouTube a while back, but I never did anything. I created an account, never did anything with it. And the more I found myself consuming, just learning a lot of Tabor said, I'm looking for a black friend, man. Well, keep coming back, man. Keep hanging out. But I started out on YouTube to start creating content, to be honest, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And when I started creating all this content, my goal was to make money. I was trying to make money with affiliate marketing, and I wanted to see how I could make money online. But one of the things that got me excited to just start going was I kept seeing channels, people, would put out videos on things that I was interested in, things I wanted to learn about. But I kept thinking to myself, man, I could put out a better video. I could get better content and, educate people. But if you guys have done anything, in life that took some time, you know that watching somebody is just like watching somebody on TV play a sport. It's not the same when you get on the field. Sometimes some of us have stage fright, right? And I could tell you from my experience personally, it was not the same when appreciate you, Landon and Taper. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, it was not the same when I started doing YouTube and trying to grow the channel and trying to build some momentum and get this affiliate marketing thing going. It was not working out. So I switched up and started doing different things, product reviews, trying to share ideas and just provide value. That's what everybody says, right? Provide value, provide value. But at the time, to be honest, I don't even think I knew what providing value was. Providing value in my head was, give them information that they didn't know about and try to make some money off of that. So, needless to say, that didn't necessarily work too well. I got a few people that supported the affiliate journey and purchased some products that I made some commissions on, but nothing crazy, nothing significant. But there's always learning, and this is why here we are again. There's always learning in whatever we do. That's my belief, at least. So I keep coming back. As long as I'm alive and well, my brain's working, why not continue to give it a shot, right? Even if it's, messy at first. I've heard, sometimes it's better to just start doing something. Something's better than nothing. So lately, I've been hearing a lot of people just saying on YouTube with video, man, I consume content from YouTube, first of all, every day. I don't think there's a day that goes by. So I started thinking to myself, man, this is like free education. There's all these people on YouTube creating content in whatever topic or subject they want to talk about. And they're educating people. So if I can do the same type of education and talk about what I want to talk about, that'd be cool. Yeah, no one wants to hear too much about insurance, man. So uh as important as it is, no one wants to talk about it. And today was a frustrating day, man. So um I had to come on and just talk to you guys and figure out what you guys wanted to do or what you guys are doing with YouTube, because this is again the hot topic. Everybody's taking advantage of easy mode. And I know from just the last couple of weeks, I'd say, I've just been hopping on YouTube and going live. It was a goal of mine back in November. I said, I go on Facebook Live pretty much every day. And I'd been going on Facebook Live every day for about 2 years, 3 years. And it started because of a challenge with a group of business partners outside of my job. And the funny thing, it started out just part of this challenge 2 years ago, but then I did it for 2 years in a row. And I was like, damn, I never thought that I would be enjoying going live so much. But then I got a little frustrated with it because it seemed like there's people watching, people looking, and you ask a question and nobody answers, nobody communicates. So I'm like, man, okay, well, let me just keep on giving the information, sharing the information. And what I realized after so long of doing this is that even though people aren't communicating, even though people aren't commenting, people might not be liking, there are some people that are benefiting from it. And if one or two people reach out and say, hey, I appreciate that live you did about this, that, and the third, even though they didn't comment, when they tell you, you're like, damn, I didn't even know that that person saw that live, or I didn't know that that person was paying attention. So then it makes you think, okay, if they're paying attention, who else is paying attention? Right? I hear you. You know, Taper, I'm glad that you said that. Most of us are just chilling. And trust me, right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm just chilling. And I'm about to chill even more when I get off this live. It was a long day. But when we're not chilling, what the hell are we doing? That's what I want to know. Sometimes I come on live to find out, like, okay, I know we're chilling right now, but when we're not chilling, what's the game plan when we're on active mode, when we're on go mode? What are we doing? That's where I get sometimes a little confused, because some people, they say that they're wanting a certain thing, but they're constantly chilling. Like Taper said, they're constantly chilling. And I'm wondering, when do you ever get up to do that thing? For example, got to take a breath, a little woosah. I got frustrated thinking about it. So sometimes people say, man, opportunities, too many people are trying to share all these opportunities or these scams past this opportunity. Sleepy time. Good night.
I'm gonna try to put him to sleep.
All right. Thank you. I'm gonna try to come to sleep tomorrow, Friday.
Arrivederci.
See you later. Man, today feels kind of like a Friday, but I know it's not a Friday because I got one more day. And today there's no Friday night celebration. One more day. What was I saying before I got rudely interrupted? Anyway, when do we get, what do we do when we get in go mode, man? When we get into active mode? Because I know a lot of people work, a lot of people are busy, and that's everybody's favorite freaking excuse is like, oh man, I'm busy, I'm working, I got this going on, I got that going on. And we all got stuff going on, right? I got 2 kids, a wife, in-laws, and all kinds of stuff going on. So we're all busy. So in 2025, right? If your job gave you more time to just go do something, what would that thing be? Would it be YouTube? If it's YouTube, the question again still stands. What is it that we want people to know? I'm trying to just share ideas, get some people to take action and do something, talk, right? Um, or are we just looking and sitting back waiting to be entertained? Are you not entertained, right? Is everybody looking to get entertained? Is that the goal? Because that was one of the things that actually got me excited about creating more, because I was like, man, some of this stuff is cool, it's entertaining, but I don't want to be entertained all the time. I want to be stimulated in a different way sometimes. And I know some people just, don't want to talk about things that are serious sometimes. So they go to entertain themselves on social media. But part of social media, in my opinion, I think it's to be social, have conversations, interactions, networking. But I think definitions have changed, man. You guys let me know. Did did the definition of opportunity somehow, somewhere, some place get changed into something different? Because if you asked me today, hey, is an opportunity a good thing or a bad thing? I would tell you an opportunity is a good thing. And here's why. The way I see opportunities, it's like a coin, it's 50-50. You can flip it and it's going to be heads or tails. And an opportunity is the exact same way. You can flip it and it can land one way or the other, except for an opportunity depending on what type of opportunity, you have more control in whether it lands heads or tails, right? Because you can take certain actions, you can do certain things. And let me give you a perfect example. When it comes to education, this is one of my favorite things to talk about because, like I said, we're on YouTube. YouTube is a platform where people just like you and I put videos up and people can talk about anything and learn different things. But some people have never experienced YouTube the way that we're experiencing YouTube. So they think YouTube, just like some people think, TikTok, it's just, a bunch of people dancing and acting stupid. But when you start paying attention to some of the information that's actually out there, you're like, man, I could get a college education, I could get a degree. Some people I've even heard, joke around and say they got a degree from YouTube, which is true because you could learn so much if you're paying attention, if you're aware. And some people we've already established don't want to learn. They're not looking to learn. They're not looking to expand or add any knowledge, which is good. It's all good. To each his own, man. To each his own. See, there's currently, from what I can see right now, man, there's 6 people watching. If you guys are watching right now and you haven't commented, you haven't subscribed, you haven't given me a thumbs up, you haven't given me some hearts, I'd appreciate it, man. Do something. Let me know that you're alive. Oh my God. Let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're watching from, man. What do you do for work? Right? Do you like your job? Are you looking for another opportunity to replace your job? Are you upset when you hear the word opportunities? Believe it or not, that's why I started talking about that. Man, I appreciate you guys. Patty Cake, Deusker, you're back, man. I appreciate you from NY. That's what's up. I got a boy and a few partners in NY. One of my good buddies I went to school with in Georgia is in the Bronx. What part of NY you in? Man. Mm, how can I come out to my parents as an LGBT man? Man, I just come out and tell them. What are they gonna do? Rochester, that's what's up. And I haven't been out to New York, man. I got to get out there. I got to get out there. I should have taken that opportunity when I was in Georgia and just gone right up the road. There's a few times, few of my buddies were like, "Man, we're going up for the holiday. We're going up for a week or 2 weeks or whatnot." And I was like, "Man, I'm good. I think I'm gonna go to Austell and hang out over there, and then I'll be back." I didn't make it up to NY. New Zealand in the house. That's what's up, man. Good to have you, DYC. No, I am in California, and I'm nowhere near the fires too. So I appreciate you. If you were concerned, anybody that was letting me know earlier when I said I was in California the last time, they were like, "Hey, hope you're not near the fires." I am good. I am in a fire area in the Napa Valley, but by God's grace, we have not had any fires for a few years, man. We've been good. I did go to school in Georgia, in Augusta, Georgia. For 4 years, I was at Payne College in the AUG. So anybody who knows about the Masters, man, they know about Augusta. When I was there, I knew nothing about the South. It was actually, it was school that took me to Georgia when I got out there. and I started learning that, man, Southern hospitality is a real thing. So it was fun. It was good times, man. And when I graduated in '08, I came back to California and started working, started getting in the workforce with that accounting degree, man. I thought I was going to be a hot shot and get a good job working at somebody's company doing the books and, get my career started, get a coach, get a mentor, get somebody to show me the ropes. And yeah, if you guys remember 2008, man, it was kind of like 2020 a little bit. It was a little bit crazy. Nobody was hiring, nobody was looking for nobody was looking for an entry level applicant to train, so to speak, man. They were looking for people that knew what the heck was going on to get them out of the big mess that they were in. So that's what was going on when I graduated. And I still remember it like it was yesterday because I had a few aha moments that came right after that. Aha moments, man, they're good. How do you guys feel? Let me ask this question, man, for the 4 people that are still here. How do you guys feel about um a performance based I said 4, now there's 3. Um how do you 3 that I can see on my screen here that are still watching, how do you guys feel about a performance-based pay structure? Performance-based pay structure versus an hourly salary. How do you feel about that? Which would you prefer? Performance-based pay, hourly salary? I wanna know which one you wanted. One of my big aha moments was when I realized performance-based pay structure was actually the shit. I was like, whoa. I have nothing against hourly. If I can get both, that's the ultimate scenario, right? Hourly plus performance. That's what you want. But I remember one of my big aha moments personally that I had in life was after graduating and trying to get that job. Nobody wanted to give me that position because everybody was looking for an expert, a professional. And when I took my first position, it was a commission based or performance based pay structure. And I remember thinking to myself, damn, man, it has come to this, because I needed something. And in my head, I was like, there's no way that if it made sense and it was a legit job or opportunity, so to speak, that they would have a performance based pay structure. In my head, I thought, before or if any company is doing a performance based pay structure, it must be because nobody is really able to sell that bullshit that they're selling. So they want me to waste my time trying to sell that bullshit and not pay me until I sell the bullshit. That's why they have performance based pay structure or commissions. That was my thought process. You don't know what you don't know, right? So I started because I was desperate to do something. Here I am with this accounting degree. Went all the way to Georgia to go get it. Now I'm back in California and they don't want to hire me. What the hell is going on? If you can relate, put a thumbs up. Say me, say I. But yeah, it was rough times, man. But I didn't let it hold me down. I kept on looking. And when I found that opportunity, right? That's why today, when people say opportunity and they think of it as a negative, I'm like, man, go ahead, man. Think how you want to think. I look at opportunities. I'm seeking opportunities every single day. I might be at my job right here talking to people about health insurance, and I'm connecting just like we're connecting. You know, I talked to a few people today who were Nigerian, And it's crazy. I would have never had that conversation or communication and interaction had I not been working in this insurance field, in this insurance job. But the job allows me to just talk to people all over the place. And the reason sometimes I feel comfortable talking to people all over is because of that first experience right out of college, talking to people at the gas station, in front of Walmart, in front of Target, in front of Starbucks, and doing a event based, marketing promotion for a charity and for FW1. Crazy. You guys Google FW1 and tell me what you see. Google FW1. Tell me what you see. First person to put something in the chat might get a little gift from me. I don't know. It's just checking. I'm just checking to see if anyone's alive. I'm just joking. But it was fun times, man. I learned lots of skills, talked to people every single day, got to go to different places, road trips. And there were so many relationships that I built, man. One of my good buddies is actually in Denver, Colorado. Denver, Colorado. We did promotions all over the Bay Area, man. And we were representing the Institute of Child Safety and Technology. If you guys know about that, Google it. Institute of Child Safety and Technology, DARE, DARA. For those old schoolers, man, the ones that know, I know there's a lot of young people that might not know the DARE program, Drug Abuse Resistance Education. Ask your parents about it, man. Your aunts, your uncles that are older, they probably know. But that's what we used to do promotions for all over the place. And I just remembered how so many people I used to run into, just be like, man, F that program, fuck that program. They're like, man, that program made my child do drugs. I'm like, damn. How the heck does a program that says drug abuse resistance education make your child do drugs? At the time I didn't really trip off of it, but it was like I knew there was no way that made sense. But now, just looking back, that just goes to show how many people don't want to be accountable for their actions or lack thereof. I didn't take care of my responsibilities as a parent. My kid did drugs, but it was the program's fault. The program did it. Jesus. The program came in and introduced my kids to this, drugs and alcohol. Because if it wasn't for the program coming in, then they would have never known. Even though the program was there to actually help your kids stay off of it, now it's the program's fault. People actually told me that, They're like, get out of here. I'm not supporting that program because it made my kids do drugs. I said, damn. All right. Have a nice day. On to the next person. Keep going. That was one of the lessons that I learned, man. There's a law of averages game being played right now. And some people are aware, some people aren't aware. And if you're not aware, then you need to quickly realize that there's a law of averages game being played. And you're playing the game, you're part of a game, and you should understand how the rules work so that way you can play better. Law of averages in everything. And I learned this a long time ago. Sometimes I forget to apply it or look at things and just think about, okay, it's a law of average. Just keep doing what you're doing. But the law of averages, for everyone, who doesn't know it, if you're watching and you want to learn, I think this will be key and it'll be good for you. Robin, what's happening? What's happening? Law of averages. Let me use an example. 1 out of 10, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 15, right? When I used to, I used to sell this product. This is what I was talking about. FW1, Fast Wax. So this thing here, waterless washing wax, as you can see, has a NASCAR on it and everything. It's crazy. Anyway, I used to be at the gas station spraying people's cars, showing them how that product works to wash their windows, paint, rims, headlights, all that fun stuff. It'll take the oxidation off. So free demos was what we did at the gas stations. We used to pay to set up a table, have a nice display on the table. Every car that comes into the gas station, that's a potential customer when I give them a free demonstration. So if you guys can think of how many cars go into the busiest gas station that you can think of, right? How many cars do you see when you pull in? And think about all day long if you were there from the start of the day and you didn't leave till the end of the day. How many cars do you think you'd be able to talk to? How many people would you see? And would these people be, white, black, green, blue? Are they executives at a Fortune 500 company, or are they the janitor, right? Because everybody needs gas. So you're going to see all different kinds of people pulling in and out of this gas station. And we would do gas stations all over the whole freaking Bay Area, all the way down to Central California sometimes on road trips. So you can imagine I've talked to a lot of people, sprayed a lot of cars, a lot of wax on, wax offs, a lot of demonstrations done. Back to the law of averages. All the amount of demos that I've done with this thing and showed people how this thing works, right? All I need is this can, a regular terry cloth and a microfiber cloth, and we're good to go. I can make money. And that's exactly what we used to do. Free demonstrations. We show people how this works. And when they like it, their impulse, they want to take some of it home, I take them to my table and I show them the 2-for-1 special, buy one, get one free. Today, they're normally 35 at the racetracks. Today, we're doing the special promo. You get the brand new can just like this, $25, and you get the second can absolutely free, right? We worked a system called law of averages. That was the first thing we would teach people, how to work that numbers game. And in life, if you think about it, everything's a numbers game, right? I went to Payne College in Augusta. Some of you guys that are watching probably didn't go to college. Some of you guys did go to college, but didn't go to Payne College. You went to a different college, right? It's a numbers game. If you guys are working the numbers game and whatever's going on wherever in the world, and you just pay more attention, understand how the numbers game works in the game that you're playing, you'll be better if you're working on getting better, right? 1 out of 10 was average. And I remember when I learned this concept of law of averages, I was thinking to myself, man, there's no way that I'm going to look at myself as average, because I think I'm above average. I think I'm better than average. And I hope you think that you're better than average, right? So if 1 out of 10 is average, then 1 out of 15 is like shit, right? You need to work on a lot of things. And then 1 out of 5, 1 out of 3, you're doing pretty good. So that was how we would look at the numbers and keep track of our performance, right? On these little cans right here. However many cans or however many demos we're doing to the cans that we're selling, we can keep track and say, okay, if I'm talking to X amount of people, I'm only selling, every 1 out of 10, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 15, I can keep track of that. So whatever you're doing, you can keep track of your performance. You can keep track of your progress. And that was the first big aha moment. And I was like, wow. So here's the lesson in all of that. The reason I wanted to share that is because a lot of people get excited about their jobs. A lot of people get excited about the wage. They get excited about how much I make an hour. And there's nothing wrong with that, because right now I got my job right here. This is where I work. Boom. I make my hourly wage too. But I understand that there's another thing called performance. And if I can perform in another area on top of what I'm doing for my 9 to 5 job, and I can combine those two things, then that gives me more. And then I also have more options. And as I talked about earlier, if I can learn something and understand it well enough to do it and do it well enough to get the results I'm looking for, somebody else might be looking for that same result and might be willing to do that same thing, and they just don't even know that it exists. So now I get to be a connector of an idea to that person. I get to be somebody that shares information that they can use and get better on their own. And I can just help in their success. What a beautiful thing. And sometimes I appreciate you, Jacoby. I hope this is good, man. Because sometimes I think some people in their business and the way that they run their programs, it's a win situation. It's a win. It's got to be a win for me, not a win-win. And there's so many opportunities for people to be in a win-win situation, but if that's not the focus, then that's not the focus. But I think whatever we focus on, we start to see more of. And that's one of the big reasons I'm here today, man. I'm trying to focus on expanding my network by just sharing with people my experiences, the value that those experiences have given me, and maybe somebody else might want some of that value too. Maybe they might want some of the experiences. Maybe they might want some of the results. I don't know. But if I keep sharing, I get to work the law of averages in my favor, right? I used to say people sometimes would get curbass. And what curbass is just simply, let's just sit down. Man, I appreciate you, Jacoby. One day at a time, one subscriber at a time, one person at a time. And you know what's interesting, man? Another concept that I learned, another aha moment. And I'm steady looking for aha moments in life, and I believe the people that you surround yourself with will create. We get to create the experiences that we have in life by the people that we surround ourselves with. Each and every single day, we have choices, and we make decisions, and we hope that they're the good decisions. They're the decisions that serve us right best. You know, I've just been I've just been trying to learn more by watching, talking to other people, and just being aware of what other people are doing and what they're saying. Because I'm sure you'll agree, you know, a lot of times people talk a bunch of and they don't do nothing. It's too much talking. Sometimes I'm like, man, shut the hell up. Too much talking. Do something, you know? Sometimes people take offense to that, but I'm just saying. Hey, good seeing you, Jacoby. Good to have you here, man. Thanks for subscribing. And I will see you tomorrow as well, man. I'll be on at some point or another. And to be honest, I appreciate every one of you guys for dropping by. Anyone that subscribed, liked, commented, shared, all that support is greatly appreciated. I honestly did not think I was going to be on for 40 minutes, which is what I'm going on. But, you know, what are you going to do? It was a long day today at work, seriously. And I was so frustrated because if you guys can imagine, sometimes when I'm helping people, I get it. There's a language barrier. And, some people they only speak Spanish. I speak English. My español es muy poquito. I should be better. My kids speak Spanish. My wife's from Michoacan, so I should speak more Spanish than I do. But that's not the point here. sometimes there's a language barrier, and I am super patient and trying to just explain slowly so that people can understand. And when people start trying to talk to me and say, "Hey, look, I understand," I'm like, "All right, cool. Hey, let me slow down to make sure that you can understand too." But man, the last call of the day, oh, that one took the cake. Man, hmm, patience, patience, you know? And that's what I tell myself sometimes when I have calls like that. I'm building my muscle, my patience muscle. I am working on that patience muscle. So you got to find the wins. You got to find the positives because man, sometimes I might come on this platform and be positive as hell, but there's things that are going on that are shit, you know, and everything's not all roses. But my feeling is I don't want to put my negative out there for other people to be around, if you understand, because I'd rather be bringing positive and light to the situation than bringing negative and complaints and yeah. So anyway, I appreciate you guys for hanging with me. Appreciate you all for just tuning in and listening, watching, sharing, commenting, all that fun stuff. Let me know that you're alive and there, you know. That means a lot. And I really want to know if there's anything that I can do or help with in whatever it is that you guys are doing. I always say I don't have all the answers, but I may know somebody who does have one answer, two answers, or a few answers that would help somebody that's working on something or going through something. So that's the point, you know. I watched another video one day not too long ago, and they talked about a garden being nothing but a place with different flowers growing together. And they said it's just like a community with different people growing together, you know? So a community is just like a garden. So I want to create a community, a garden, you know, where we can all grow together, we can all share with one another and just continue to uplift, right? It's an interesting world that we're living in today. So if we can be intentional and focus on positive things that can help each other grow, I think that would be a good thing. So, you know, if I can bring one video a day, even if it's 5 minutes, 5 seconds, you know, 10 minutes, if it helps somebody get through a situation, get through an experience, get through a day, you know, get through a challenge or obstacle, then I'll feel good about that. So, like I said, man, I appreciate every last one of you guys. If I can do anything to assist, feel free to leave me some comments, leave me a message, and I will definitely respond and make sure we touch bases. And with that, happy Friday in advance. We shall see each other mañana.